It's rolling. We're rolling.
Good evening and welcome to another episode of 3500 TV. I'm Luke and we've got Lucas and Dave here today. Lucas was a little bit upset. He wanted an introduction, so we'll give him an introduction. So guys, we're here tonight for another episode of 3500 TV, where it is all about the community. Basically, we're doing an initiative here where if you've got a voice, if you've got a story that you want to be heard, this is the show that you need to be on. So we're constantly looking for more people to be on the show. If you want to be involved, send myself or Lucas a message or give us a call. There's sort of a couple of shows a week, so plenty of spots for everybody to be involved.
So it's living local, it's about your Mildura. So today we've got Mildura's own Dave Piscioneri from Optus Mildura on the show today, who's going to talk to us a little bit about some new things that are happening around with the initiatives that Optus are doing for the community as well, and enlighten us a little bit on the NBN and the advances in the sort of the mobile networks that are going across the region, just to make it all a lot easier for us.
So he's also going to talk to us about how he's going to go up against Usain Bolt in the spring at the next Olympics as well.
I'll have to stop drinking beer to do that.
Well, that's clearly not happening. So Dave, a little bit about yourself, what you do at Optus.
Yeah, sure. Well, thanks for having me on the show, firstly, guys.
Appreciate you coming on.
A little bit nerve-wracking actually talking in front of a camera, but all good. So I started with Optus last year in September. Prior to that, I sort of owned a business in Melbourne for 10 years and lived in Melbourne for 15, and decided to move back to Mildura and grow the family up in sunny Sunraysia. So yeah, nearly 12 months with Optus. My job with Optus is looking after all the business accounts and getting out there and meeting and greeting with all the new business owners, and yeah, just building relationships and yeah, just helping people out.
So no doubt all about saving the business owners a couple of bucks then.
Absolutely. Been able to do that a few times already, so yeah, it's been good. Yeah,
so if you want to save a few dollars on your services and bits and pieces, or you want some advice, give Dave a call. What's your contact number if anybody wants to get on board? 0422
033 111. So anyone needing any advice on anything business, give us a buzz. I'm definitely more than happy to help out.
And if you missed that, you can either wind back or we'll leave a comment down below as well with the details. But Dave, so there's been a few advancements in technology, and I think there's been a whisper on the streets for a couple of years now that the NBN network might be coming close to Mildura.
Yeah, I know, the good old NBN. It's taken a while. The good news is the Mildura CBD, we're hoping in about 6 months there'll be certain spots that will be live and ready to go. And further to that, the NBN will be delivered mostly in Mildura through cable, which is really, really good news. So it'll be delivered really well, and the speed should be lightning quick.
Oh, awesome. So you can watch all these videos on high def anytime you want. That's perfect. You don't even have to wait for it to buffer. Autoplay.
So in regards to that, we've got NBN plans starting from $75 a month. And if you've got an eligible mobile, it actually comes down to $65. You get $10 off, which is really good. So we've got special deals where we can add TV channel packs. There's up to 45 different channels, including channels like ESPN. There's different music channels and so all that kind of thing. Kids channels. So you can get the full whack for about $105 a month with all those channels, which is really, really good.
So as far as the NBN goes,
yep,
I've spoken to a lot of people that I guess have had issues with NBN as far as coverage goes. You know, if it rains or if it's cloudy, and that sort of stuff.
The whole speed thing.
Is that likely to change at all when it's rolled out in full?
Yeah, definitely. I think the outer areas where it's all fixed wireless, so all the outskirts of Mildura, say like your Nichols Points and your Impulse, a lot of it's all fixed wireless, so the delivery isn't the greatest. It's not going to be cable like it is in town, but they're definitely working on that. My NBN fixed wireless is a lot better now than what it was this time 12 months ago. So, for example, my house, I'm in Nichols Point. I've got fixed wireless. I'm able to, watch Netflix, stream on my phone. Kids have an iPad going.
So you've got everything going at once.
and it works okay.
Well, the difference is, well, with a hard cable, you plug it in, it's always going to be that better than a wireless sort of stream and that sort of stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, exactly.
So do you reckon we'll be rivaling Melbourne and their speeds and that sort of stuff soon?
Hopefully, yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. So you don't even have to move to Melbourne, you just stay in Mildura. That's why I came back.
Absolutely. So, no, it's all work in progress, and it's definitely going to get better from here on end. And yeah, it hasn't been great, especially when it first started. My fixed wireless was pretty ordinary, but it's definitely better than what it was 12 months ago. All sort of things. So.
I guess it's for people that are a little bit out of town, it's giving a solution that's better than what previously has been. So
yeah, exactly.
Even if it's not cable, it's
Exactly.
still a better solution.
Yeah, exactly. So.
So the next step, sort of like coverage and that sort of stuff around the area. Like we've been hearing that new towers have been putting in. Like, can you enlighten us a little bit more about what's been going on?
Yeah, so look, in a nutshell, Optus are pretty much done spending money in metro areas. It's all getting pumped into regional. So look, for the last couple of years, I think since the start of 2015, Optus have pumped about $3 billion into regional Australia.
Yeah.
I think $1 billion in itself in Victoria.
Okay.
Sort of things. So our 4G network is flying at the moment, and what I've learned is that since coming across to Optus myself and working with Optus and all the people that I've signed over and getting back in touch with them, everyone's really happy.
Good.
Sort of things. So it's great. We've got mobile plans starting from $35 a month where you can bring your own phone and bring your own number. We've got a really good deal at the moment with an iPhone X, the brand new iPhone. $105 a month, including the phone. You get 200 gigs of data.
200 gigs, mate. That's more than I've got at home. That's my.
I'm almost converted.
So I think of we're taking off air a little bit. Not a concern, but sort of something that sometimes we'll always think about with say Optus, Telstra, especially sort of Sunraysia, is that coverage that you with Telstra would sort of been given that no matter where you are, except for out completely out of bush, and even there you've got your hot pockets. With the coverage, how's that? So is that sort of what they've been doing?
Yeah, look, anyone who's sitting on the fence and sort of undecided, we do a 30-day network guarantee, so you can try our services for 30 days, and if anyone's not happy, you can cancel with no cancellation fees. Or if you want to try like a mobile phone, we can lend out a mobile phone for a week and give it a good test. We've lent phones out that have gone to Hilston, Robinvale, Adelaide, all over the place. So there's definitely, it's good for regional Australians to finally have, I guess, another choice. There's only ever been one carrier that's been able to serve, so it's good for finally for people to have another option.
Perfect.
Sort of thing. So
that's certainly a pretty kick-ass guarantee, and
yeah,
it's certainly a reason for everybody to give it a try, because it's certainly cheaper services than what, like you say, regionals had available before.
Yeah, exactly. So no, it's good. It's good.
So if somebody wants to hit you up and take you up on that offer to give some services a try, they come in and see you at the office, or?
Yeah, well, probably the best thing to do is contact me on my mobile. I'm sort of out on the road a little bit, so I'm not always in the shop, or even shoot me an email, davidp at nabgroup, NABB group, group.com.au. I'll leave a comment anyway for people to see. So any questions or even advice, just shoot us through an email, give us a buzz. I'm happy to help out in any way.
Yeah, otherwise they're down on Lime Avenue down the opposite coast.
68 Lime Avenue, yep.
So it's a case of, like we would always say, it always starts with an appraisal. Where it goes is up to you. It all starts with an appointment with Dave, and where you go is up to you. So hit Dave up and see what he can do for you.
Perfect. Well, this is 3500 TV, so really it is about Sunraysia and what it has to offer, and that's what Dave is definitely talking about. We want to hear your stories of Sunraysia. What do you love about the area or the region?
Yeah,
what brought you back to Mildura, I guess, is what it's all about. This is what 3500 TV is all about. Why'd you come back?
Yeah, look, growing up as a kid here, I loved it. I thought my lifestyle as a kid growing up was great.
Yeah.
We had the river, which was a massive thing for me. Like, we spent a lot of time camping and fishing and all that kind of thing. And living in the city for so long, and then having kids, you just sort of didn't really get a chance to do much of that. So we decided to sell the house, sell the business, move back, and it's great being back. And the biggest thing for me is the river. I love the river here. So And look, just being part of a local community is also good as well. Everything's so close. You're not travelling an hour or 2 hours to catch up with mates and stuff like that. So everyone's 5-10 minutes away, which is really, really good.
And what are you going to say?
No, I was just going to say, as far as the river's concerned, I think we're pretty well all on the same page there. We had Braden Lampard on last week, and he was talking about the Murray River, and when he introduced him as the Steve Irwin of the Murray River. He's a pretty exceptional guy. He's looking after the river, doing all the re-snagging and all that sort of jazz. So it's certainly a big attraction to why a lot of us live here in Mildura.
So if you had to pick a hot spot, what was your favourite sort of hot spot or place to be?
Are we talking fishing or are we talking...
Wherever.
Well, look, I'd love going camping out at Weeman Way. There's some massive sandbars out there and some really good fishing. So usually I sort of head out that way. But anywhere locals, just to get on the river and unwind for a couple of hours is always good.
No, perfect.
Sort of things,
So we're talking off camera there before about how Dave drives the Optus car. So if you want his fishing hotspots, if you see that all packed up going down to the river, tag along behind him and let us know where he goes.
Otherwise, we were talking, you could possibly blackmail him and say, if you go give him a bit of advice, I ask, say, if I'll sign up with yourself and you've got to give me your fishing and hotspots there down in Weeman.
Yeah, sounds good.
We'll see how much he really loves his product then.
Perfect. Well, thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of 3500 TV, living local here in Mildura. And thanks to Dave coming in and sharing a bit of your story around town. So,
thanks for having me.
As always, we if you like and share, two of our videos now for the rest of the month of July before August. August 1 is cut-off date. You'll be in the running to win 2 movie tickets here to take yourself and somebody else, or go see 2 movies. Whatever you want to do, go and check that out. So do like and share the video. And if you have a story to tell, if you are part of the community or something that's coming up that you want to get your message heard, or do get in touch with Luke or Lucas, myself, and we can get you on the show and get you out there. Perfect.
Sounds good.
Beautiful.
Well, I think this is us signing out. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks. Cheers.